Hi, I'm Alpha, and this is my 5-minute morning show. Going to start the clock with you right now. It's only 5 minutes of your time, and for those of you who spend it with me, thank you. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope our time together is fun, and if it is fun enough to share with your friends, please do that as well. Going to go back to doing the question here. I do that when I got time, and I got time today. So here's the question for you. 25% of women say this is better than sex. Got your attention, didn't I? 25% say it's better than sex. They must think it's better than sex because they would rather, or they would give up sex in order to have this. Well, what do you think it is? You'll have the answer in about 4.5 minutes. You'll be seeing a lot about this today. Kitty Kelly's book about Oprah Winfrey. It's one of those unauthorized biographies where she raises all kinds of stink and dirt about Oprah Winfrey. She interviewed about 850 people to get this book. Some of it's got to be true, some of it's got to be false. And the more outrageous stuff out today is that Oprah has been involved in lesbian relationships, and that she's been involved in prostitution, and that she's had an affair with John Tesh. Now, if I'm John Tesh, I'm like, hey, wait a minute here. Lesbian affairs, prostitution, John Tesh? Hey, why am I in there with that? I mean, I shouldn't be there, should I? I don't know. That's just kind of bizarre to me. Also, it revealed yesterday that Oprah is quite the diva. I mean, Oprah don't walk. She has even gripes about having to walk across the street. Oprah don't do stairs. She's got to have an elevator. So a lot of stuff's going to come out about that. A lot of stuff's going to come out about this, too. The big A-47, that's not an airplane of any type. It's what they call this meeting in Washington, D.C. right now that Obama has called with all the atomic-powered countries, or the countries that are a part of the atomic treaty, either not having them or having them and want to control them or whatever. Anyway, Barack Obama's bowing again. There's a picture of him bowing to the Chinese president, Hu Jintao. Now, see, that makes a great Abbott and Costello routine, doesn't it? Who's the president of China? I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Who is the president of China? Who? The president of China? Who? Anyway. Hu Jintao, and the president is bowing to him. Now, wouldn't be such a bad thing. I mean, normally you bow to Chinese. I mean, don't they bow back? But Hu didn't bow back. And you know who? Who? He didn't bow back. So that's what makes this kind of weird looking. Especially after Barack Obama has bowed to all these other world leaders. And then the guy from, I think he's Bolivia, one of the South American countries, Lula da Silva, they call him Lula. I think it's Hey Bapa Lula, I'm not sure. But he's giving him a big old hug. I mean, it's like he's nibbling on his ear or something. And then the picture with Harper, the Canadian Prime Minister, he's got his finger pointing in his face. I mean, it's like they're very contentious. I'm sure the whole thing wasn't that way, but the picture captured something that didn't look like they were having a good time together. And when you're hugging guys who are progressives, meaning socialists, and when you're pointing fingers in the faces of our next door neighbors, and then bowing to the Chinese president, I mean, he didn't even bow to Gloria Arroyo, who is the president of the Philippines. She's only like 3.5 feet tall. He didn't bow to her. I mean, you'd think if you're going to bow to anybody, you'd bow to her because you almost have to. All right, Sarah Palin. People are making fun of Sarah Palin. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Sarah Palin. I'm not a big Sarah Palin fan in that I'm not sure she's going to be our next president, nor I'm not sure she should be our next president. She was probably a good governor of Alaska, and she certainly has a lot of good ideas, I think. And while I don't think I would really vote for her under current circumstances, I don't think she deserves the bashing that she's getting from everybody. I mean, some friendly, humorous stuff, some of the SNL stuff, okay, that's fine, that's funny, okay? But then there's some just real serious, vitriolic hatred directed at this woman. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why you can't just accept what she is and move on, okay? You don't have to hate the woman. Okay, maybe you don't want her to be president. Okay, maybe I don't either, but I'm not going to hate her, and I'm not going to keep ragging on her about it, you know, all this stuff. Oh, and by the way, Sarah, I've told the president stop bowing. You need to learn to pronounce the word N-U-C-L-E-A-R, okay? All right. If you're going to make fun of the president for not being an expert on nuclear weaponry, then you need to learn to say the word nuclear, not nuclear. I mean, come on. You can never be president by saying the word nuclear. Oh, wait, maybe you can. Yeah, George Bush said nuclear. Nuclear. Oh, and Jimmy Carter did too. And he even worked on a nuclear sub, for crying out loud. Come on, it's nuclear. Okay, here's the answer to today's brain stretcher. 25% of women say this is better than sex. And you know what they said? A BMW. Okay, any of you women out there drive a BMW? Is it really? Is it? Is it? That's it. My 5-minute morning show. Thanks again for making me a part of your day. We'll see you next time.